So I have this peplum skirt. It is a very short one. I failed to get somebody who can fit in this skirt. I've given it out over how many times, I even don't know, but people don't fit in it. It is very small and short. So this is the peplum. There were buttons here. I used them, and I'm planning to use this downer part, this part, like from here to here. I think it will be enough as my fabric to make a beret. This is how the skirt was before. Thank God the lighting is better now. It threatened to rain, that's why the first videos the things are kind of dark, and I'm sorry about that. But right now the weather is changing and the sun is coming out. So this is the waist. We remove it, then we remove even this peplum, and we remain with our part. We remain with only this fabric that we want to use for the beret. So guys, the circumference of my head is 23 inches. So I'm going to add 1 inch to the 23 inches, and I'm getting 24 inches, as that 1 inch is for the sewing allowance. So considering 24 inches as my circumference, I have to determine the 24 inches as my circumference from this fabric of mine. So as you check it, this is the back, but there is this opening where the zip was, so you can go ahead and first sew or just stitch with your fingers this part out, but I will do that after. You can do it before or after, but just be careful when you determining the circumference. So this is our fabric. Remember, this is the back. I'm taking this as the back, and then this is the front. So to get the shape of the bag, I'm folding my entire fabric into 4 parts. So this is the first fold. I'm folding twice, but to get 4 parts. Folding twice to get 4 parts. I'm repeating that so that you don't get confused. So this is first fold, then I will go ahead and fold again. This is as the second fold. So this is my second fold. Let me just change it so that you are not confused. So this is the first fold, and then you see, first fold, then I take another fold. So there are 2 folds, but then they give us 4 parts. I'm folding everything together, like the front and the back, or the outside part and the inside part. So we have this. Remember, there are 4 parts. So this is part 1, part 2, part 3, and part 4. But I've folded the inside part together with the outside part. So I have this now. So from this corner here, I'm going to measure 6 from this corner. So there are many corners on this, our fold, but then you consider this corner that is inside. I'm measuring 6 inches from the middle all around, like from here, from this same part, you're measuring 6, and to get that 6, we are dividing our 24 inches. The 24 is the circumference, remember, then divide by 4, because we have the circumference as 24, but then we have to divide our 4 parts that we've gotten from this. We divide the 24 into 4 parts so that we get our shape. So I'm going to do that with my, let me just show you a simple, like how you're supposed to do that. So you measure from here, you put your measuring tape from here, then to where the 6 inches are, and then you go on marking. You measure, you can start from here, you measure like from here, then to where our 6 inches stop. Remember that sewing allowances included. So guys, as you put your tape measure or measuring tape, whatever name you can call it, whatever name you want to call it, you don't shift this part, but you go on shifting this where the 6 inches are, and then you will connect the points and you get this. After, you can just cut out. So guys, this is what we have after cutting, and it's still folded, but as I unfold, this is how it looks. Then we go ahead, and it is now a shape of a circle. Remember, beret is in a shape of a circle. And remember, this is going to be the part inside, and this is going to be the part outside. It looks a little bit bigger, but then that is an advantage to you. If you're having big hair, you're going to remove one of the parts, the outer part, this part that is going to be on top or out. So I will remove this and we'll remain with this other part, and still I'll go ahead and fold it as I folded it before, like 2 folds. This is 1 fold and then the other fold, and I'll have this. It's kind of a triangle, a samosa, but then I'll have this. Then I'll go ahead and divide my circumference, the circumference of my head, which is 23 by 6.28. The 6.28 is a constant, and we use it from the circumference of a circle, which is it circumference equals 2 pi r. Banag, guys, the math comes in, but just know that the 6.28 is a constant when we are getting a full circle. When we are cutting a full circle. So I'm going to divide my 23 inches as the circumference by 6.28, and whatever I get, I'm going to measure it from here. As we measured, as we got this shape, as we got the shape of this other circle, I'm going to measure. No, I'm going to use the same steps. After getting my measurement, I'm going to measure from here to wherever that will to wherever what I've measured stops, and then still create another kind of shape or circle. So 23 divided by 6.28, I think I get like 3.6. So I'm going to measure 3.6 from here to wherever 3.6 stops, from here to 3.6, from here to 3.6. So I don't change this. After marking out, this is what I get. Then I'm going to just cut it. So guys, this is what we have now. This is where we'll pass our this is the shape we've gotten. This is where I will pass my head. Now we have 2 parts. Remember, this is the inside part, this is the outside part. So I'll just take this to the sewing machine, or if you don't have a sewing machine, you can use your needle and thread and do this project actually. And then I'll take this, right sides facing each other. Then I'll just sew along all around. So guys, this is it after sewing. The other thing that I did, I went ahead and opened a small hole in the middle of the outer part, and I got one of these belt loops from the skirt, and I just folded it. You see how from this length I just folded it into 2 and then passed it. It gave us that outer car thingy that is on the beret outside. So let's just flip it out and have a look how it is. So the other thing is, you can go ahead and add a lining, but on this one I did add a lining, but you just repeat the same steps when you're making the lining, and then you sew everything together. But I didn't add a lining in this one. But if you want me to make another beret bag that has a lining, just go on and comment down below. I'll just do that. I'll just make another tutorial when there is a lining. So this is how our beret is looking. I'll just pass my head here. It's just a simple one, as you can see. So this is the other part. So that's it. Thanks for watching. So guys, this is how the beret is looking. You can just go ahead and adjust to your liking. You can hold it here, you can change it to the side. You can do a lot of things with this beret, and I'm just loving how I can style it with or without hair.